And then I'm going to wait until we get to the music. Yeah, I'm sharing it. We have all these groups. I share it too. See, there's a meeting.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. We're gonna fill our house with happiness. The moon may cry, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. Days go by. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. As days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying. Hold on. Oh my god, dude, that took me like an hour to do, and it was worth every second.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Just
That
for
Jeff
the-
Bezos
just for
guy
the
is
end for
pretty
Bezos.
hot, dude. He's a hot dude.
All right, we're back here in week 2 of our pick'ems. We have we're missing some soldiers here, but we got coaches here. Muntz is here. Paul Munson's here. Jeff Bezos. Malutic Live is with me in the studio. Rob is here with me in the studio. Also, Mr. Bezos is there. So Isaac should be coming. Justin's actually on his way. Justin from the 3-Throw Sports Show is actually on his way to Columbus to go watch Notre Dame in Columbus. Is that in Columbus? That is in Columbus, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and
that's,
Billy's doing some stuff. Their wedding showers tomorrow, so he's out doing some stuff for that.
That's a piss poor excuse.
We need a whip sound effect.
Yeah, no doubt. So, Mr. Munson, I'm going to throw you up on the screen here. Do you want to talk first about what happened last week?
Yeah, I can do that.
So, what do we got? Go ahead, fire away. How'd I do, Coach?
Okay,
Munson.
so our standings from last week, we had a total of 37 games. So we had a whole bunch last week.
Yeah.
You want me to start at the top or start at the bottom?
Start at the bottom, Paul. That's fine.
Well,
Who starts like that?
Hey, Jeff, scumbag.
Do you go get the milk first when you go to the store and then get everything else?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Bringing in the bottom. It's you, Mr. Schuster.
I know.
20-17 last week.
I still had a winning record then. That's
yeah,
not bad,
everybody
right?
had a winning record. Everybody
That's
had
impressive.
a winning record.
Okay.
So your brother was not far behind at 24-13.
So the hot moms plan didn't work.
No. Then there was 4 guys all tied at 25-12. Justin, Bezos, Billy, and Matt all had 25 wins and 12 losses last week. Austin, 26-11.
Nice, Austin.
Rob also at 26-11. So that only leaves one person left.
Paul Munson, what'd you get?
You cheated.
28-9.
You cheated.
That's it, dude. That's
So-
impressive. 28-9. If
How
you're
do I
betting,
cheat, Jeff?
Because you
How did
didn't
I
write
cheat?
down where people pick games. You didn't write who
I
picked
went
each
back
game.
and watched the show, dickhead.
Oh,
I
wow.
watched the show.
That's bullshit. I'm calling shenanigans.
all right.
Okay.
Well, let's. Can we start picking? Let's go. Let's get this underway.
Yeah.
Now we're not doing as
Yeah.
many games, right?
We're not doing as many games. There's 30 games this week. We're probably just going to pick probably half of them, so that we're not dragging this out for 2.5 hours. So
Yes.
There's some really crappy games out there too.
there's some bad games out there. But the first game on the docket is Glen Oak going to Fitch. So we'll do like last week. We'll start with Jeff in the corner here, and we'll work our way around.
All right. Go ahead, Betos.
I'm going to go with Fitch because I don't know how far is Glen Oak from Fitch. A pretty good distance. That's why.
It's Canton.
Yeah, it's a far distance, like 45 minutes.
Really not. It's like a small commute. It's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
It's a far commute.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Are you in a bad mood, Jeff?
No.
You would have thought surely like the difference. Between
Well, when you look like him, you would. And Rob, we can't hear you. Your mic's not
Yeah,
on.
Rob, no one cares about your ginger ass.
Give me a minute, I got you, Jeff.
Hello. There we go.
Sorry.
There it is.
We are.
I was
seasoned
saying the difference
professionals.
between his button placement last week, he's all uptight, and now he's loose, and it's messing with his whole persona. You don't seem right.
Yeah. Tighten it.
Why don't you go ahead and button that up, bro?
I can't. I would literally suffocate myself.
Literally not.
I don't think
All
my
right.
parents would have come home to a dead body on the ground.
Keep going. So who do we got? Paul, you going next?
No, it's Jeff,
Me?
you,
Okay,
Austin,
got it.
Rob.
Malutic. Okay, so I'm gonna say definitely Austin Town. Austin Town seems like they're not losing anytime soon. So
Yeah, I'm going to Fitch as well.
Definitely
That
going
mic's
pitch
not on
this
either.
one. His mic's not on.
No.
Your mic's not on either. What the hell kind of place is this?
I guess that's why it's Riff Raff Studios.
it's dude. This is all Walmart stuff.
I'm
here.
going Fitch, yeah, big time.
There you go.
All right, so I'm up. So Coach Garcia is back at Glen Oak after a couple years off. Last year was his first year back, but I just think they aren't improved enough yet. So I'm going to go with Fitch in this one too.
Yeah, this will be a clean sweep here. This is it's Fitch. They're at home, and they're, as people are liking to tout them already as being one of the best teams in the area. So I mean, they're being at home. I think it's going to be Fitch all the way on this one. Maslin Jackson coming to Boardman. Betos.
Maslin Jackson can play their second and third string against Boardman and still beat them. They're that good. So I'm going to go with Maslin Jackson by 50 tonight.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the Maslin Jackson too. Boardman's complete trash right now.
Yeah, I agree with Jeff. I'm going Maslin big.
Mason Jackson's only lost us to a very tough Mayfield team, of course, so you got to go Mason Jackson on this one.
Yeah, I'll take the Polar Bears. It's going to be a queen sweep on this one too.
Absolutely. I like these guys as well. And even though Boardman's at home, too bad for them because Maslin Jackson's a beast. So I will throw in a garbage game here just because somebody's got to win this game. Camel traveling down to East Palestine. Both teams 0-2. Who gets the win this week?
Oh boy.
I'm up first.
That's
Yes,
how we've
Jeff.
been doing it.
All right. East Palestine has shitty pizza, and Pizza Joe's there is pretty shitty. It's a bad drive, so I'm going to go Camel by 30.
I've never heard anyone on the ESPN say they have shitty pizza. So if you're watching at home right now, too, by the way, make sure you guys like and follow this. We got 3 likes and like going between 14 and 20 people. Make sure you guys click like and follow and do all that stuff for us. I am gonna go. Man, the home team always has an advantage when you have 2 crappy teams. So I'm gonna say East Palestine.
Wow,
I
you're just
think
saying that because you had the mayor on the other day.
I did have the mayor on the other day too.
How's Trent Conway doing, that fat piece of crap?
Would you be nice, Betos?
No, he's mean to me.
Trent Conway used to brutalize
Yeah,
Jeff.
he's mean to me.
Oh,
I'm mean to
really?
him. It happens. Okay, we love.
Okay,
love
see, I didn't
everyone.
know. They seem like a really nice guy. So okay, never mind.
Sorry, Austin. What'd you say?
You're good. I like Camel on the road.
As long as East Palestine's colors are brown, right?
Yes.
As long as they're wearing brown, I will never pick them. Camel.
So, yeah, two crappy teams, but I think Camel has a little bit more in the skill positions. I like Camel on the road.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I hammered on East Palestine last week about getting their butts kicked. So, I mean, even though they're at home, it's going to be the same thing. So, and, talking football a little bit here, I just got some breaking news, as you like to say. In college football, it'll go to a 12-team playoff system in 2026.
It's about time.
That is fantastic.
It's about
Huge.
time. They'll only be two conferences by then, but whatever.
Yeah. The East and the West, that's what it'll be.
So it'll be what? You said 16 teams?
12.
2026. So
that's not bad at all. That's perfect.
No. Big battle of 224 here. Ugh. Luke, you were at this game last year. Poland going to Canfield.
Sorry, Canfield wins by 2 touchdowns.
All right. I'm going to do reverse psychology here because I am so terrible at picking football games, and everybody I pick loses. I'm going to pick Canfield. I'm hedging my bets. And if Canfield loses, I'm going to be happy because Poland won. So I'm going Canfield.
Yeah, I like Canfield.
I'm going to do Canfield, but I'm going to predict the score too. I'm going to say 27-14.
So I'm going Canfield, and I'm going Canfield for one reason: Brock Lowry.
Yeah, Canfield again is another one of those teams that everybody's talking about as being one of the best teams in the area. So, and I mean, Poland's been struggling a little bit. So I like this to be a sweep as well with Canfield. So the next game we have is Western Reserve at Brookfield. Both teams are 1-1. Brookfield coming off of, if you want to call it a big win, but they got their win last week against Springfield at Springfield, which was a surprise to me. So, Jeff?
I'm going to go with Brookfield Warriors just because I hate Western Reserve with the passion of my heart. I do. I don't like them. I never did and never will.
Don't worry, they don't like
making friends.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make friends.
Western Reserve lost last week, right?
Yeah, to Conneaut.
To Conneaut. So Western Reserve. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Western Reserve.
Brookfield kills them.
I think Brookfield actually. My son's alma mater compared to mine. Brookfield annihilates that team. They're number 4 in their division in the state, so they're looking pretty good.
Damn it.
Yeah, Brookfield by at least 2 touchdowns.
Luke, you can change your bet if you want.
No, I'm not changing nothing.
Come on, I got a seat right next to me on the bus. You can come in and sit.
Not changing nothing.
It's extra wide for you, not for me. Extra wide.
Nothing, Jeff.
Yep. The game that I think everybody's talking about, besides being the game of the week, Cheney going to Mooney.
Hey, Toast.
All right. If they talk about this as game of the week, no offense, Mooney is really, really down this year. Okay, they were down last year. They're down this year. Cheney beats Mooney. They put their second string in by the end of the third quarter.
Mooney's turning into a baseball school. They're going away from football. I'm going to stay with Cheney rolls them.
Yeah, Cheney blowout tonight.
I would say Cheney by even more than 4 touchdowns.
So I'm going Cheney, but I will say this to Jeff. Mooney is much improved from last year, and I think that they're going to keep continuing to improve over the next couple of years.
Yeah. Mooney, they pulled that win out last week, and I think everybody was thinking it was going to be the other way and talking about how they were down, and I think they came out and proved it. But, again, Cheney is absolutely a beast of a team. I mean, they are big kids, scoring when they want to, how they want to, and they're gonna go take it to Mooney for sure. Next game I got on our docket here. It's not a good game, but there's a good storyline here, and we talked about it last week, and they shit the bed on us. But Conneaut traveling.
We're losing internet. We lost internet, Paul. Go ahead.
I would say Conneaut traveling to Columbiana. Coach Spate trying to get his 200th win again at home. And that Conneaut team was –
sorry I'm late.
Look who's here. Justin and Isaac walk in.
Why are you so dressed up? I went to a meeting with a real estate agent.
Like real.
I
work?
just got.
Yeah, I actually worked.
Wait, who does actual work?
not me, obviously. Wow.
My
All right, so
boss
what is it?
called me
Connie
noon
on
and was
versus
like,
you,
"You're
Munson?
Columbiana. So Jeff, does Coach Spate get his 200th win?
No, not even close. Conneaut wins by 4 touchdowns.
I guess Justin, welcome to the show. You're
Oh,
up.
sorry. All right. Yeah, Columbiana.
I will go with Conneaut.
Columbiana.
Conneaut.
I've gone back and forth on this one a whole bunch, and I'm actually going to change my pick from what I sent Paul earlier. I know that Conneaut's got a really long drive, but Columbiana's got a first-time transfer quarterback. I got to go with Conneaut in this one. They impressed me last week.
You know, at some point the mojo's got to change. They got to, get this win because they're only going to have, 3 more chances at a home game. So unless they got like one of those dog shit teams in their league that they have as a home game to try to get that win.
They do.
Columbiana, I mean, listen, I'd like to change and say that they're going to get it this week, but I'm going to pull the old switcheroo. I'm going to take Conneaut in this one. So
There we go.
I did.
If you guys are real fast, if you guys are watching right now, please make sure to this is going to be our plug. Like and follow this video, and also go over like the MLO Bros, like the Youngstown Outsiders, which is a Facebook page, like 330 Sports Show, and also like Malutic Live. All of us working together as one happy group of people. This is what we do here.
The Lions Den.
The Lions Den. We're friends.
Right.
It's nice when everybody gets along.
It is. We're the way I look at it, we're not competitors. None of us are competition. We are all just doing our best to bring entertainment, sports, family-friendly fun.
People can
Hey,
watch
Luke.
every single
Luke.
one of the shows. So
Yes,
Luke,
Justin.
can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
Just so you know, like I just got down here into Columbus, but do you know the Lions Den down here in Columbus is kind of like the
Is it a strip club?
It's adult.
no, but it's one of those stores that those weird couples go in and buy like rabbit
Yeah,
suits
dildos.
and dress up in together.
Is
stuff
that
like
really what it is?
It is.
Yeah.
So wait,
No
what's
lie.
that called? Something when
it's
you dress?
furries.
Jeff,
Furries.
Jeff, what's
Furries.
that called? Yeah, that's it.
They're called furries.
That might be a bit extreme.
Don't ask me how I know
Something
that,
like
all right? You scumbag.
There is no doubt Jeff Bezos knows what it is.
I am not. I am not. No, don't you put that
Yeah.
on me.
Why do you think
Don't
girls
put
have that
out there.
stash?
Jeff, if you were to dress up as a furry, what animal would you go as?
I want it.
A walrus. You gotta
Justin's
pick.
thing
No,
is-
no. But if you
No,
would,
you
Jeff,
know.
what would you pick? If you could, what would you pick?
A walrus.
Not. Why would I pick something I want to be?
No,
dude,
God, just appease us.
What's your favorite animal, Jeff?
a manatee.
That's just rude, guys.
Who's
That's
the
just
piss
rude.
person?
Go as a tortoise. I'll pick it for you.
You're picking a tortoise?
You're a tortoise.
No, dude, it's a fucking lion. Sorry. Sorry, I swore there. My bad.
Sorry, next. What were we doing? I totally lost track. I don't
That's
even know.
great.
What are we doing, Paul? Where are we? What are we doing?
All right. Our next game is East Liverpool going to Salem. 1-1 versus 2-0.
I'm gonna go with Salem, and that's I don't know why.
Yeah, Salem Beg.
Salem.
Yeah, East. Oh, good.
Salem.
I forgot you came late. East Liverpool looked bad last week, so I'm going Salem big.
Not even close, Salem.
I'm taking the kids and going to this one. I'm taking Salem, Jackson Johnson.
Yeah, I agree. Salem all the way in this one for
Clean
sure.
sweep.
Yep, another clean sweep. This is a great game right here. Both teams 2-0, and a big battle here. JFK going to Garrettsville Garfield, taking on the G-Men.
JFK loses this game for the sole fact that it's at Garrettsville, and it's grass, and they play on turf. So Garrettsville's going to slow the game way down.
It's a good call there, and then he goes
Well,
totally.
well,
redeems himself.
goddamn, Jeff.
You're welcome.
I like Garrettsville's mojo. I'm gonna ride with them.
Garrettsville, because I will never ever say that team's gonna win because that's where Tim Ryan's from. next.
Jeff, who'd you pick again, buddy?
I picked Garrettsville.
Yeah, Garrettsville.
man.
I like that.
I'm going with the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly from JFK.
I'm going with the Eagle. I think Warren JFK beats them too.
Yeah, I think this game comes down to experience, and I think JFK just has a little bit more right now. Garfield lost too much last year, so give me JFK.
I like the G-men as well. Being on the road, I think whoever the home team was in this game, I was going to pick, and it being at Garfield, I like this one here. So
Didn't
I'm
Garrettsville win last year? I want to
At
say
JFK?
Garrettsville. Yeah, I think Garrettsville won at JFK last year.
Well, to Matt's point too, though, Garrettsville had a ton of studs last year.
They had a stacked senior class.
Yeah, they did lose a handful of those guys, but I think they're going to be able to defend the home.
I don't like Garrettsville only beating Lakeview 17-7 either.
Well, they might because they
Yeah.
play a different game up there. It's a wing T style offense. It's an old school style offense. Garrettsville will play that tonight, and I don't think JFK has enough.
It's hard to pick against JFK this early, though.
I just did.
Well, no kidding. Hey,
I did. It's not hard.
hey, this is your world. We're just
I
living.
know you
it.
went to Struthers and you have a Struthers education. It's not very good, but
Jeff,
don't
I
take
wouldn't
it out
talk
on
to
us.
report
'cause your
memes
mom
on
and dad didn't love
Facebook,
you.
bro. We ain't the same.
Wait, go back to the comments, Luke. Who commented something about does Rob still love
Rob still-
Nickelback? Rob,
Trent, the mayor of East Palestine, wants to know.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave that alone last year. And clearly, he's carrying it over. His time paid off is not panned off.
What's your favorite Nickelback song, Rob?
I forget what was it. We did. Didn't we discuss that last year? I forget it.
Oh yeah, it was about like rubbing
got-
people's arms and their hands or something.
It's
I
got to
like
be
my hands
something in your
around
mouth.
Jeff's neck or something like that.
Yeah, it was a S&M kind of song that you were liking.
That's weird, Rob.
It was too. Oh my god!
Look
pretty
at
bad.
this photograph.
Look at this. Yeah, something like that.
All right, what do we got?
All right, next couple games. It's a little lopsided, but Hubbard 2-0 going to Howland 0-2.
I'm gonna go with Hubbard because Howland can't score points.
Yeah, Hubbard.
Hubbard all day.
Hubbard.
I think this is a close game, but I'm going to go Hubbard.
I don't know. I'd definitely go on Hubbard on this one.
Hubbard, but I'm with Austin, closer than the experts think.
I agree. I picked Hubbard in this one with the Eagles, so taking on those Tigers. I like them. The next one is another 2-0 team taking on an 0-2 team. LeBray going to Jackson Milton.
LeBray lost too much last year. They lost a couple really good kids. They're just not good enough this year. Next year will be the year. I picked Jackson Milton.
They played anybody?
Uniforms.
LeBray literally lost their quarterback, running back, receiver.
We lost Cuffin. All right, I'm gonna go Jackson Milton too.
Jackson Milton.
First, before I pick, I just want to shout out both ADs for getting this game together on a Monday. But I'm going to go Jackson Milton at home.
I'm going Jackson Milton as well.
No one cared, Rob.
Yeah, I'm going Jackson Milton simply for the fact that I think Coach Brode's doing a fantastic job with that defense this year.
You know, Jeff, usually we wait for the sweep pitcher to show up, man, but you want to keep calling me out. We can talk about how you look like you meet your Tinder dates at Walmart. That's fine with me.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's a Subway in Walmart, so it's cheap date. At least we're good, dog. Like,
You get some of that great value stuff.
They're
I
not.
think so.
They're not
Yeah,
$5 footlongs anymore, though, Jeff. I don't know
He
the
takes
last
them
time
to
you went there.
Sam's Club on sample day.
Hey, that's not
Sam's
wrong.
Club hot dogs are the best.
I don't even say anything about sample day. I missed that.
All right. Matt wanted to talk about this game, so we'll definitely talk about it. Matthews 2-0, traveling to Latonia 0-2. Jeff?
Like the Chicago Bears, Latonia won't win a game this year. Matthews by 2 scores.
Yep, Matthews.
Matthews.
Yeah, Matthews in a clock game.
Matthews.
So Donna Blair asked in the comments about this game, and I've just got to say that there's a real potential that Matthews puts up Coach Bourne's age in this game.
And he's 89.
Is he 89? I couldn't remember if it was 88 or 89 now.
Something like that. He's old. Well, yeah, I like Matthews in this game as well. Latonia is one of those teams that, I mean, maybe that's where Columbiana gets their 200th win if they have them at home. I'm not sure, but not very good. So
Do they play
the next
them or Palestine first?
Yeah. The next game is two teams that are 2-0. Should be a pretty good battle here. Toronto coming to town to see Lisbon.
Toronto too far of a drive, but I'd pick Lisbon to win. A good one, isn't it, Coach?
I like that you think that Toronto's such a long drive to Lisbon.
It's past Steubenville. It's like 40. It's an hour and 25 minutes.
Hey, Paulie, make sure Justin had terrible internet. He said so. He's got Lisbon in this one.
That's strong.
Just tell Justin to text me all of his picks.
He can go in the
right,
comments.
Paul.
Ryan and Brandon are both saying Toronto. I'm. Is it my turn?
Yep.
No.
I'm gonna go Lisbon.
Toronto.
No impressive wins with either one of these schools. I'm actually going Lisbon.
Yeah, I'm going Lisbon just on quarterback play alone.
Yeah, I like Lisbon on their new turf. They got that new turf down there at the stadium.
Cool.
So I'm going with them to show out at home. So
Did they build another side of that stance on the other side, or is it still
No.
one side? Oh,
Still
okay.
one-sided.
Still a
Still one
scumbag
side.
school.
So Lowville, the Rockets going to South Central, and that's not LA.
Man, that would be so cool.
It's an 111-mile drive. It's 2 hours
For who?
for Louisville.
Oh,
For who? The team they're playing. Pay attention.
I don't know. I didn't look at the schedule. I just picked Lowville to win.
I just
because-
told you it was Lowville at South Central, not
Look at
LA.
his vein. His veins.
You said LA. I thought LA. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool.
There you go.
I'm just gonna go with Lowville because Vinny Ballone, he might score 175 points alone this year.
That's a far ride for a bunch of, but they're off school today though, so that does help. I'll still go with Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville big.
I think Lowville wins convincingly.
Their quarterback from South Central, pretty bad from what
Is he
I've seen
bad?
on tape. Yeah,
So-
I think Luke can throw better football than him.
I can throw real good football.
Yeah,
I know I
You
said
can't
it's an
throw
111-mile drive. I know it's a long bus ride, but Luke, you talked me into it with them being off school today. I think Louisville rolls in this one.
Yeah, I agree. Vinny's going to have a great year, and I think that they don't care how far they got to drive to beat somebody. They're going to do it, and they're going to ruin somebody's home game. So I like them as well.
Shockingly, it's still not the longest drive of this week, though.
No?
Who's the longest drive?
It's who is that team? It's somebody just picked them up. Lyndon McKinley.
from
Oh,
Columbus.
going to Beaver Local.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
all. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of our last two games down there. So let's get to the next one. The Raiders, South Range, going to Tri-C, Canton Central Catholic.
I'm not gonna lie. This game scares the living dog crap out of me for South Range because they struggle playing Canton Central Catholic, right? South Range used to play playoff games there, medium playoff games against Smithsville, I think was one year in the early 2000s, and they lost. I think this game's a lot closer than it is. And I picked
Your
South
sister
Range to
just
win.
popped around the corner.
Well, I'm just saying, like they did. They played Smithsville there and lost in a
You
regional.
were just
final.
laughing because your sister popped in behind you.
Oh, hey,
not knowing
Cal.
you were on the show.
She must be visiting you at your apartment.
Hi, Paul. It's so nice to see your shining face again.
Yeah,
Katie.
I heard the fair on Wednesday.
Hi. I did see you at the fair. Did you guys get a lot of fair
Get
pics?
the hell out.
T-shirt from YCC.
No free ads. No free ads.
I vote we have her on the show instead of Bezos next week.
I'll be in Nashville next week. She could probably pop in for us.
Perfect.
So who you picking, Jeff?
I'm going to pick South Range by 3 points. So
I'm gonna go. Man, that's a tough one too. I'm gonna go South Range. I can't not go against the alma mater.
Yeah, you got to go South Range.
I think South Range by 4 touchdowns.
South Range convincingly.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think that South Range rolls in this one. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. I'm pretty close to Canton over here, and Central Catholic's just not as good as they've been in some of the other years.
Yeah, the quarterback's going to be a concern for these guys. He was a sophomore last year. Big kid. I think he's like 6'3", 240 something. and they contained him last year when he came here. And if you ask some of the people around town, they thought last week's game was going to be the struggle for South Range because University was big and they were up 21-0 in the first quarter. So of course, I'm going to pick South Range in this game as well. I think they contain that quarterback, and I think by 3 touchdowns, in my opinion. So you have Geneva traveling to Springfield. Springfield's at home. They're 0-2. Do they get off the goose egg, Jeff?
I don't think so. I think Geneva beats them. They get away from the party town that Geneva is, and they come back here to like a normal time. And it's going to be a good time down here for Geneva, and they're going to party up on Springfield by at least a couple scores.
Geneva.
Yeah, I hope Springfield loses, so Geneva.
Yeah, Springfield's. Yeah, I got Geneva big.
I seen Geneva's offensive line in their run game last week, and I will tell you this: they're big and they're in your face and right down your throat. So we're going Geneva.
So I came on last week. I said that Ashtabula County football is not very good, and I picked Geneva to get rolled by Brookfield, and I think I'm a believer now, so I'm going with Geneva.
Oh, nice, Coach. Thanks.
Like Ryan said, they rolled Struthers last week. I watched that game and it was bad.
That's who it was. My bad.
Yeah, because Brookfield played Springfield.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm liking Geneva here too, just because Springfield is not the team they were last year. I know that's an obvious statement, after losing Brungard, but I think everybody kind of got some hopes watching that first game, going, South Range didn't blow them out. South Range took their foot off the gas and had mercy on them. They could have beat them by 50. And obviously Brookfield coming in last week at Springfield and beating Springfield up again, just didn't do it. So, I think they're going to go 0-3 in non-conference here. So, Rob, your boys, Struthers 1-1, going to Streetsboro 1-1.
Rob, they're going to be 1-2 after this game. Streetsboro beats the crap out of Struthers. I have a buddy that lives up there and says Streetsboro is pretty good football team, and I picked Streetsboro by 4 touchdowns.
Streetsboro. Struthers.
Streetsboro.
I was torn on this one, but I think I'm going to
this one.
All right, you just gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Doesn't matter. You look like a floating.
No one cares, Rob. Just pick a team.
We're going with Struthers.
There we go, Rob. Good job.
Yeah, Streetsboro is the real deal. They're building a really good program up there. I think that Struthers is going to stall out in the construction traffic there on 14.
What is that character's name?
You know what? Hey, Paul, do me a favor. Actually, I'm so upset about last week. Change my pick to Streetsboro, as a matter of fact.
Does anybody know what that's from?
Isn't that like a Disney show?
Anybody? None of you guys know what that's from.
It's got to be a cartoon or something.
Is that
Alice
Rob?
in Wonderland, the Walrus and the Carpenter.
Okay.
And one of our viewers said it looked like that is what Jeff Bezos would dress up if he was dressed up as an animal.
That's his furry.
Yeah, that is your furry.
That is enough with the furry stuff, bro. Back the hell off of that.
Oh, man. Jeff would be one of those.
Alice in Wonderland. Carrie got it.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
He would know. Valley Christian going to play McDonald.
Oh.
What's the record?
2-0 versus 1-1.
Let's reverse skate this one.
All right.
Yeah, let's do a little reverse skate.
Okay.
So,
reverse skate starts with me then. This is Valley Christian all day. All day.
yeah, I'm with you on this one, Paul. I think Coach Hake has had some battles with McDonald over the years back when he was with Western Reserve, but this isn't going to be one of those battles. It's Valley Christian big.
Rob, if we're going in reverse order, you're next.
We're gonna do Valley Christian as well, and I don't think it's close either.
Yeah, I agree with you guys and Matt. I like Valley big.
Valley.
McDonald's has really good double cheeseburgers, but they don't have a good enough team to play against Valley Christian.
There you
Solid.
I did have McDonald's for lunch.
I didn't
There you
know.
go. A 2-0 Hudson team traveling to Warren Harding to take on the Raiders.
Warren Harding will lose to Hudson by 37-27.
Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson. If Harding pulls this upset, that's big for Harding, but I don't see it happening.
No, we're going Hudson.
I'm going Hudson, but I want bonus points for knowing that their mascot is the Explorers.
What does that look like?
Well, yeah, that was just about to ask that.
I have no idea.
Does it look like Magellan?
Is it just like a
Does it look
compass?
Dora the Explorer, though? It's like, does it look like Dora?
It's just a backpack.
Again, I have no idea.
Oh, Dora's not a backpack. That's backpack out of Dora. Okay, come on, Rob. Come on, there, Paul. Be a little bit smarter. That's backpack.
All right. So hey, these last two games were pick 'em up games. So let this play into account here that both these games, these teams just picked themselves up over the last day or two. So Matt alluded to this one. Linden, whoever the hell they are,
McKinley, the Panthers.
McKinley. Yep, they're coming up to play Beaver Local.
Do we know anything about that team?
Yeah, Beaver Local is home with a 2-hour delay, and they have a beaver as their mascot.
Well, shit.
I think that whatever Linden McKinley, I thought it was Niles, not going to lie, and then I saw Linden. Surprised I knew that word. I'm going to go with Linden McKinley that wins by at least good 3 or 4 scores.
All right. I'm going to go with the Fighting Beavers.
Oh, man, they make good dams, though, dude. They stop water.
Linden.
I think this is a close game because of the bus ride, but I like Linden to win at the end.
I'm trying to find my pick.
You can actually write this stuff down.
Yeah, he has a whole notes, but kind of I won't let him say it.
Rob does some research. Him
I
and
do
Matt.
periodically here and there.
Wow.
Shit. What were the teams again?
Linden
Oh,
B.
you took
Johnson.
a shit
versus-
today.
Linden out of Columbus
Dang it.
coming up to see Beaver Local.
Oh, man, damn it. They're out of Columbus?
If you wrote it
Give me,
down before Tuesday, you don't have it.
No.
Give me a Linden. No, yeah, I probably missed it. Linden. Oh, here it is.
They
Here it is.
didn't
I
have the
actually
game
did.
until today.
All right, we're good.
So
Sorry about that, Jeff. My bad.
Yeah, so I took a look at it. It's a 3-hour and 20-minute bus ride for those kids tonight, and they had school today. Give me Beaver Local to get their first win of the season.
Yeah, this one's tough. I mean, these pick 'em up games here with the travel and everything, I think I'm liking the home team in both these next games because there's no movement for them, and like Matt just said, 3 hours on a bus to come play football game. I know Columbus is a lot different. They play some good football down there, and but 3 hours on a bus ride, man, that's going to suck to get off the bus and then try to get all amped up for this. So I'm going to take Beaver Local as well to get their first win. So, and the next game just got picked up. What was it, Austin? Yesterday, day before?
Yeah, yesterday morning.
So Niles, their teachers signed their contracts, not on strike. So they were able to pick up a game, and they're going to Independence. Both teams are 1-1.
Okay. Well, South Range played Independence my senior year. We lost. We went 2-8. So thank you, Independence, for that. Appreciate you. Is it at Independence or is it at Niles?
It's at Independence.
Yeah, I hate them with the passion of my heart because that's towards Akron area where Mogendor is.
Not actually.
No.
More Cleveland, but
Yeah,
more
it's
Cleveland.
right down the street. It's like 40. It's like 10 minutes.
Brecksville, Broadview Heights.
You get it. It's the same thing, Coach. No one asked you, damn it. So I'm going to go with
Independence
Niles
is up there.
because they're a very nice dragon.
Welcome to Geography with Jeff.
I mean, he's literally like, it's really close to Akron. No, it's up 77. Right next to Cleveland.
It's about another 25 minutes north.
Hey, Luke, can you just make your pick already, please?
Yes, I'm going to go Independence.
I love how it's just like he casually says it. Like he knows it's by Akron. Like he doesn't even.
Well, that's what it
knows
was.
it's there.
I remember driving on the bus. I sat the bench, rode the coattails of Jack Dawson and Charlie Langle that year because it was pretty cool.
Didn't you say you went 2-8? How'd you
Yeah,
ride
we went through
coattails
there
at
twice,
2-8?
and then we lost.
All right.
We get it. Okay?
Independence,
We
Isaac.
didn't have a good long snapper. He snapped it over the.
Independence. Yeah, sure.
Independence, yeah.
I was gonna go Niles, but I'm gonna listen to my son on this one. We're gonna switch this to Independence.
So Independence is a really good Division 6 team. The problem I have with them being a really good Division 6 team is that they're playing Niles, who's Division 4. Niles had a little bit of a wake-up call last week playing Alliance, and I think they bounce back this week, so I'm going to take Niles.
Matt, weren't they a D5 last year, Independence, or am I wrong?
I want to say they were 7 last year, actually,
Oh, okay.
because they were an R25 at least 2 years ago.
Okay.
Jeff, who'd you take, Niles?
I took Niles.
All right.
Go Red Dragon.
Listen, my biggest thing with this game, not only because they just got picked up yesterday, I like the home teams in this. The thing is, who did you prepare for all week? Coaches could practice. Yeah, you could practice. You're going to practice your own schemes. You're not going to know who the hell – they didn't know who they were playing until yesterday. So you had a day, maybe a half a day, if that, to be prepared to get on a bus today to go play a football game.
But that could also help you. It's like a Thursday night football game in the NFL, right? Your basic stuff.
No, it's not at all the same, Jeff, because if they played on Sunday and they know who they're playing Thursday because they get their schedule 5 months earlier.
Never helps you
Sunday night
find out you
football.
play a team today before you play them.
I think it's basic stuff. You do your basic thing.
Never.
What you did really well, and then they're going to try to stop it.
Jeff, you're looking like an out-of-work magician, Jeff. You're wrong.
You're still going to get to sit there, Jeff, and watch some film on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
That's where the difference
you're going to play.
You're crazy, Rob. You're crazy, Paul and Rob.
No.
That's where the difference is, Jeff.
I'll tell you what, from now on, why don't we do this? Why don't we just not have a schedule? We'll let teams pick out of a hat. That way we can't prepare for anything. And then let's just see what the hell happens.
Do what you do good then at that point.
That idea is about as dumb as the hair missing on your chin.
I might be coming back. I might get rid
Jeff,
of it.
I understand, Jeff, where you're coming from. You're saying, well, you just do what you do good. Okay. So Niles is going to sit there and go, okay, we're going to stick to our scheme, and that's great and all. But you do not know what the hell's on the other side of the line. You're going to say,
and then you go from there. So you know what works and what doesn't work.
You're making it worse because you keep talking. You should stop talking.
All right, I got Munson. Can we do Notre Dame and Ohio State as a bonus?
And then I got a last pick too after that.
Oh, please, God, can we do this? I want to so bad.
Isaac, let's go with your pick. What game you want?
It's actually a little bit more fun than that. So since it's fair week, my team picks here are Team Elephant Ear or Team Funnel Cake.
Ooh. Oh, it's Elephant Ear all day.
Okay, whoa.
Confidence.
Whoa, Jeff, you vote first.
What? Why do I have to go first?
We're going around.
You've been going first.
Because I'm the biggest guy on here? Is that
I
why?
just want to know if I can trust you or not. That's all.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to make a lot of people mad with this statement. Can't feel fair, overrated.
Kick him off the show.
Okay.
Kick him off the show.
I have to go with an
A
elephant
lot of
ear.
people are actually saying
has-
this.
You haven't even made your pick yet. Can't trust you already. What'd you say?
I don't go to the fair. Like the fair is like,
Do you like elephant ears or
elephant.
cake.
Yeah, because it has powdered sugar on top of it. You can look like Tony Montana.
What do you mean you don't go to the fair? You look like the fair. Are you
I don't go to the fair. I have not been to the campus fair before COVID happened for like 4 or 5
You
years.
look like the dude strapping my kids
No
in.
one cares,
The average guy that goes to the
cares,
fair is
Bob. No one cares what you think. Why don't you just
Sir,
take your
Sir,
other
could you
ass
please
and
stop
keep your
touching
ass
my
in
kid when you
front?
put him on the tilt-a-whirl. All right, I'm gonna go elephant ear.
Funnel Cake.
Elephant ears.
How do you go funnel cake?
Elephant ear.
Funnel cake. It's funnel cake all day on
Do
this.
you
Yeah,
have dead
all
bodies
day.
downstairs? In
It is Elephant Ear, 100%
Yeah.
powdered sugar on it.
What?
I get the powdered
Funnel
sugar.
Cake has powdered sugar on it. Elephant Ear has cinnamon sugar on it.
Cinnamon sugar.
No, listen, I prefer the cinnamon sugar. Don't get me wrong. But Carrie likes the powdered sugar, so I make sure we get it so she likes it.
You would.
Oh,
I am canceling my photo shoot next week.
You would, Carrie.
She likes the elephant ear, so there it is.
It's the best.
Notre Dame, Ohio State. Jeff,
I'm gonna pick Ohio State.
what's
and
the
they
spread
better-
on this thing? Do we know?
I think the last time I
17?
looked, it was
17 and a half?
14 and a half.
We gonna bet the spread on this one? Let's
I
bet the
think it
spread
was
on this
14
one.
and a half.
17 and a half, Ohio State.
Yeah,
What
they
is it?
better
Let's
cover
look
the-
it up before we say anything.
17 and a half given to Ohio State? No.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on, give me a
No, Ohio
second.
State's giving you points.
Yeah, giving.
Yes.
Giving points to giving points to
It's got to
yeah.
be 17 and a half. I trust Malutic all day.
That spread's interesting
even
if that's
look
the
at it, I don't
case.
care.
17 and a half.
That's a lot of points.
Ohio State is favored 17 points.
Now it says 17 even. 17
All right.
even.
Jeff,
I took
17.
I took the 59 over because you don't bet the under. Betting the under is for wussies, and I am not wussy.
100%.
Okay, you bet the over, you hit it hard. But it also took Ohio State 17. Okay, they better blow the hell out of Notre Dame. If they don't, I hope Ohio State loses their starting quarterback, their starting offensive line, and they stink for the rest of the year.
So what's your
You're
pick?
taking Ohio State minus
I have to
17.
take Ohio State.
Did you
I
seriously
hate
said blow
Ohio
it
State.
hard and then somehow pick and stick in somebody
so
else?
confused. All right, I'm gonna take Ohio State. Ah, that's a lot of points.
It is.
Three
You're
scores.
going to take the points. You take
And
Notre
they
Dame.
haven't freaking played yet. You know what? I'm taking Notre Dame with the points, or with the giving the points, or getting
So,
Taking the points, yeah.
taking the points. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so you think Ohio State wins, right?
Yeah, I just don't think it's. I think Notre Dame because of the spread, because of that 17. That's a lot of points.
But that's typical college football. There is a
I
spread
know.
rate this week that is 35.5 points.
Notre Dame.
This isn't a typical first week, though. You got a number 2.
Alabama's
5.
favored
This is
by
a beauty
41.
game.
Yeah, right.
But even
Texas is terrible.
Jeff, with you saying the over, you got to pick the over. If they're
Well, it's 59.
both-
Yeah, it's easy to go to
if
hit.
they're both scoring over and over and over, doesn't that mean that there's less chance that if they're both scoring to get over that 59, that it's going to be a closer game than you think?
No, because I picked the over because it was 59. It's not hard.
So he's picking Ohio State in a
can win.
blowout.
Ohio State can win 50 to or 59 to nothing, and it'll be
But
good.
that's the chances of that in an
not
over.
not big, but I think Ohio State rolls Notre Dame because Notre Dame's like how do I put it in a nice way? A lot of good Roman Catholics go there, and it's a pretty good school. But Notre Dame stinks.
Anything to do with football. All right, Malutic.
Buckeyes by 40.
Whoa.
Thank you. They cover the 17.
40.
Yeah.
I don't
40,
think
yeah.
that's
Notre
crazy
Dame.
because you think about it, like Ohio State's defense is actually going to be a lot better than we're used to.
Well, they were such
They're kind of like
trash
trash
last
at the
They were
linebacker
terrible
position,
last year.
but their linebacker core is going to look better this year. So watch. But I'm telling you right now, I think Notre Dame gets a little too overhyped for this game. And Stroud, like Ryan said, I mean, Stroud's going to come out like a dog. And I see them winning by.
Wow.
I'm not going to say 40. I'll say, if I'm going to predict the score right now, I'm going to say like 42-13.
Wow. A
Whoa.
number 2 versus number 5. Wow.
So
Coach.
I'm kind of with you guys. I mean, we're talking about a first-time head football coach at Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman. We're talking about a first-year quarterback at Notre Dame. I think Ohio State wins this one, and they win it big. I think the band's playing Brown Eyed Girl in the stands in the third quarter. But I stayed far away from the over-under on this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Live a life a little bit. Coach.
Month.
Yeah, I like Ohio State in this game to cover as well. Notre Dame, to me, traditionally for the longest time, is such an overrated, overhyped college football team. The media and all these other people want to see Notre Dame be good. And when Notre Dame is good and they have a good record and they go to a bowl game or even a national championship, they get their dicks kicked in and get embarrassed. And it's like, what did you expect? Notre Dame is just they're overhyped. They really are, year in and year out. I mean,
let's face it, they're going to get back in it right months because they're going to play all the service academies, including Coast Guard. They've got the most garbage schedule on the face of the planet, and
here's the
includes
thing.
Alabama, who's playing one AA school.
This game helps Notre Dame big time.
Well, it does, Rob, but at the same time, what needs to happen in this game is Ohio State needs to do what they need to do. They're going to go out there and they should curb stomp them, be done with it. But then after this game, every Ohio State fan needs to also become a Notre Dame fan.
Yes.
Because you need them to keep winning because it's a 2 versus 5. They should win it, and they should win it comfortably. Technically, they should probably move up to 1, beating a 5 like that. I mean, if it was me as a voter, I would vote them as number 1, being a 5. Alabama's playing Utah State, and they're favored by 41.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ryan's got a question in the comments. Isn't Notre Dame a part of the Big Ten as of this year?
Whoa.
They're not doing it. They've actually come out and said we're going to stay independent.
Yeah, they're in the ACC still, I think,
for everything except
everything but football.
Football, they're independent.
Why, if Ohio State beats Notre Dame, if I'm an Ohio State fan, now I hate Ohio State fans with the passion of my heart. I do not like them. Why do I want Notre Dame to keep winning? I don't
Because
know.
it looks good at the end of the year.
Your point.
Because
Your
now that
percentage,
becomes
yeah.
It doesn't.
all you
It
can.
does not matter if I run the table and go 12-0.
That doesn't matter. If you do
it
that,
does
great.
for
We don't
seeding.
need Notre Dame. But what if
No,
we don't
listen.
do that?
If Ohio State's in the top 4 this year, and they go 12-0,
That nothing else matters. You're right. If we
Yeah.
go 12-0, we
if
get
they
bumped. But if
lose
nothing's that
one
close,
game,
we're
if they
going to
lose
need the
one
win
game this
percentage.
year, it doesn't
We're
matter.
going to need the win percentage from Notre Dame. So we need Notre
No, you
Dame to
don't.
beat the
No, you
shit out of
don't.
everybody for the rest of the year.
All right,
No,
new
you
show
don't.
idea. New show idea. We get Rob in here and Jeff in here.
Just let them
Just
talk.
No, you don't.
head to head.
Yeah, we
it's
just head to
relevant,
head.
right?
We're
The
wasting
year-
time being in here. Like,
The year that
Jeff,
Ohio State
Jeff,
made the
here's the
playoffs
thing.
first
Jeff,
year.
listen up.
Okay.
You do. For the one fact is you need your strength of schedule to look good.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. You could go undefeated all year, but how well did that happen for Central Florida a couple years ago? You know,
They're-
Ohio State's
Oh,
schedule
don't
is
bring
not
them
all
up.
that. Listen,
They didn't
Jeff,
play in a big Power 5
Jeff,
conference, dog.
Jeff,
Who they beat
listen.
that year?
listen a second.
Auburn?
Realistically,
Florida.
the Big Ten is not that good of a conference.
Oh,
screaming
Jesus
out into the
Christ,
internet.
Paul.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude, it's a better conference what team gives it to. Okay, I'm just saying this. Just throwing this out there, right? Ohio State loses one game 1 year, the very first year of the playoff, right? They lose to a 6-6 Virginia Tech school that went 6-6.
What's the name of that school again?
Virginia Tech at Ohio State, and they still make the playoffs over a 11-1 TCU team that played in the Big 12, and their only loss that year was to Oklahoma. Their
Because the strength of
does
schedule.
not matter. Your strength
Oh.
of schedule does not matter.
Oh, it
I
does.
can't
Jeff.
believe you're even saying that.
No,
That's
it
literally
doesn't.
factored into the playoffs
Yeah.
game.
To
Strength
my
of
point,
schedule does
to your
matter.
point a minute ago, Jeff, Central Florida went undefeated.
Did you say
They
Central
didn't play
Florida?
anybody, Paul.
Oh, so their strength of schedule didn't mean anything?
Paul, they went
my
undefeated and played.
I can't believe what I'm
literally
hearing.
who, Paul,
Not
who?
one person
Southern
on
Miss?
planet Earth has ever said this except Jay Betos. Hey, strength of schedule doesn't matter. You know what? We're just going to pick teams from a hat. Are you kidding
want to
me?
know why Ohio State can lose one
Rob,
game
you know
this
why
year
he's so
and
pissed?
not have Notre Dame to be very well?
Who does he like? Who does he like,
for the
Paul?
NCAA?
USC. He's a
UCF
USC
no,
or
fan.
Ohio State. Which one? UCF or
all
Ohio
right.
State?
All
Who
right.
makes more money?
Back on topic here. You guys can argue about this later. Betos is getting all stressed out.
My head hurts. You guys,
I can tell, Jeff.
Did you have to
you might
think?
be the
That's
dumbest
why.
human beings of all time. Not Isaac. Isaac, I love you. Malutic, you're cool. Coach, you're cool. But screw you,
Love you too,
Paul.
Jeff.
And screw you, Rob.
Love you too, buddy.
Jeff,
Hey,
you look like
Luke.
you get kicked out of all-you-can-eat Chinese buffets. You can say whatever you want to me, bro.
Just shut up, Rob. Just
So
shut
here's
up.
the last one. Ready?
Lions den.
All right. Last thing for everybody around the horn. The best game you want to see this week. If you could pick one of these high school football games, which one do you go see this week?
I'm going to see Massillon Jackson beat the crap out of Bournemouth.
I am, and will be reporting live from Canfield, Ohio tonight. We're going. Lucas and I are going. We're gonna go check that out.
I'll watch the South Range game.
Can I guess your pick?
Go ahead.
I'm going to guess it because I
Louisville.
think we're going the same way. Hands down, it's not even close. The best game this week. Warren Jeff King Garrettsville.
I disagree.
Who's yours?
We didn't talk about it.
Which game? Which game?
And it's my beef because it's tomorrow night during the Ohio
What
State.
game?
Ursuline Farrell.
Oh,
Tomorrow night.
Oh, that is right. How do we not pick that game?
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
Paul.
Paul, line up.
What the
I
hell?
totally agree. How do we not pick that
Is it
game?
because Farrell's from PA?
It's on the schedule.
Regardless.
God.
Keystone
I
State.
would like to
You're the
I'd like
teacher.
to
You're
recruit
supposed
that
to be
game into
organized,
the
make
show.
the educated decisions.
Yeah,
Wait,
that-
Paul, are you in school today?
On the sheet that I printed out, it wasn't on here.
Oh,
Oh.
bullshit. Yes, it was.
Oh, shots
You didn't
fired.
go
shots
down far
fired.
enough, Paul.
Right here.
what's-
That's the bottom. Ursuline and Jackson.
All right. Well, okay. Let's go. Ursa Jacksonville.
Ursuline's 2-0. Farrell's 1-0 because they started later.
All right. Ursa Farrell.
Give me the U because they're the.
It
best
was a
team in
Saturday
Ohio.
game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why. I apologize. I printed out Thursday, Friday.
Ah, there we go. It's okay. Who'd you say, Jeff?
The U.
The University of
USC.
Ursuline.
Ursuline.
I'm going to take Farrell.
Yeah, I'm going with Ryan too in the comments. Farrell.
I like Ursuline. They look good.
I don't know how to pick this game because Farrell is such a damn stud school, and I want to agree with Ryan, but at the same time, Ursuline looks so good right now. I'm going to go with Ursuline. That's a hard pick, though, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with give me the best team that Paper Flyers can bring in. Ursuline.
Yeah, they just got OHSAA sanctions for illegal recruiting. So
Who?
Who, Farrell?
Ursuline.
No, Ursuline did.
Well,
Really?
that's a freaking surprise.
Yeah, Ursuline got hit with sanctions, so they didn't divulge which kids came there because of those papers, and now those kids are ineligible to play. So
What?
Never mind,
What,
change my-
what papers? What was it, Paul?
Change my pick.
So what it is during like 7th and 8th grade years, like Ursuline sends paper flyers to those schools
Yeah.
and says, "We want you to come to Ursuline," and it's
Not to
supposed
the
to also,
schools, to the individual students.
yeah, to the kids, and it's supposed to also talk about academics as
Education.
well.
Yeah.
But the flyers that they sent to these people were
All
like,
sports.
"We're this, state champions." All this, it all was about athletics.
Imagine
And-
that. Imagine
got-
that from our local Catholic schools.
Never
doing
mind.
that. I can't
Paul,
imagine.
Change my pick to Farrell, please.
my pick. I gotta go Farrell.
Freaking bastards.
I'm going with Ryan. We're going with Farrell.
Coach, did you vote on this one?
I did. I took Ursuline. I
Yeah.
like the best team that Flyers can buy.
And now we got a couple guys jumping ship. So far it's just Austin and Matt taking Ursuline.
Freaking
And,
Catholic schools cheating.
Yeah, go
Easy
figure.
there, Schuster.
I
easy.
mean,
What?
there was a couple other schools that got some sanctions, but it was like for like minor stuff, but nothing like the
We need a
recruiting.
That-
podcast about
And
how
it was
that's-
basketball too, right? And the other
Yeah, one
ones?
was basketball and one was like kids didn't have the grades that they should have and they were
Yeah.
playing. So
Yeah,
whatever.
big surprise.
Great
Yeah,
song.
Isaac and I should crush that in a podcast. That's
Hey,
like
real
piss
quick,
off
too,
everybody.
special shout out to my son in the comments, Ryan. If you guys want to hear some badass music, go to Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and look for Doubted. Instead of an E, he spells with a 3, but his shit is crazy good.
You should probably speak
Yeah.
away from the mic.
What-
and
what
not
is it?
speak
What
into
would
the
we-
mic
what
because you're
genre?
muffled.
Like
Where's-
Post Malone.
Doubt
You'll get a Post Malone vibe and Juice WRLD
Love
vibe.
that.
It's crazy
Wow,
good.
Love that.
Is this
I'm not just saying that either.
where's this game at, by the way?
At Farrell.
It's at Farrell.
New
Yeah.
turf field too.
The Farrells, they're the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steelers stink.
They are a powerhouse over there in Pennsylvania.
Always.
and I like
Steelers
them.
stink.
I'm going to take them as well.
Football, but I've always heard that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Nonstop with Farrell.
Yep.
So before we're done,
the
before
game.
we're done, I got to pick one that we didn't do because I'm going with the upset special. I'm taking the Revere Minutemen.
Who?
The Revere Minutemen
Over West Branch.
Actually, I think I
What
picked that
game's
too.
that? West Branch
West
first.
Branch and
Revere.
Revere.
Like
West
Paul
Branch.
Revere? Like
Yeah,
the horse?
Jeff, sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Like
Yeah.
the horse?
Yeah, like
Oh,
Richfield.
Like the
Yeah.
Oh,
No, actually, I went West Branch on that one.
You know, down there by Akron.
it's by Kansas. You get it. You know what, Coach? I hope you take a poop.
Getting back to the question earlier, obviously I'm going to go to the South Range game tonight. So, I mean, that's the one I'm going to go to. But the game I'd like to see tonight, I want to see these guys in person at some point this year. I think as hyped up as they're going to be, I like this Cheney Mooney game. I think Cheney's going to go in there and they're just going to
you have to see, if you guys haven't been to a Cheney game, you have to go see how athletic they are and how big they are. I mean, dude, I was down on the field when they played Poland. They are huge. And
Definitely want to
fast.
see it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you're going to the
if
South
you're
Range game?
I'll be leaving in about 5 minutes.
Why
Yeah.
don't you
So,
come pick me up?
all right.
Why don't you
Everybody.
come pick me up?
Paul, whose room are you in right now?
Mine.
Study hall.
Oh, it's a study hall.
Dude, he's a study hall teacher. We love him for
Is
it.
it
though.
still up the steps? Is it still up the steps on across from where's study hall at now?
Across from Mr. Geezy. Across from second floor on the high school level over at the end of the hallway.
Yeah. Who was
My
in there?
question-
Landry? Wasn't Landry across the hall from that before?
No, this used to be the science workshop.
Where'd you
They
go,
had,
Joe?
like, big science tables in here, and the science could bring their lab.
Oh, so they put you in the old like where chemistry used to be.
Yeah,
and-
it's a
Thought I was going to be in the backstage for that.
Paul, my question is, who's got the biggest tab so far this year?
nobody. I wouldn't let them have a tab the first week of school. So cash only.
Freshmen.
Snacks.
He sells
Sells snacks and
He's
drinks.
like
and he does it good.
he's like a prison guard that's selling.
Look at him.
Dude, he starts tabs for
Selling food
kids.
to the inmates.
What the hell?
What the
Never said a punter.
Contra? That's all
Whoa,
contraband.
Whoa,
That is all
Paul, don't show
contraband.
this, dude. Michelle Obama's not gonna like it. Don't show
Paul,
it.
did they
Oh,
like
dude.
Paul, when you're in study hall, did they like you come up with like a manila envelope and like put it on the desk, slide it, and then
Slide
you
it
give it
across.
to
Knowing me in high school, I would have like negotiated. I would do awful things for candy. Like I would be like, "What do you need me to do? Who do you need me to take out, Munson?"
Well, you were a chunky little
I
person
have-
in high school.
I have all the snacks and stuff in here. I sell it to the kids. And the nice thing is the kids last year started calling it Munson's Mafia because if somebody else, one of the other teachers, was selling something in their room, I would
Take 'em out.
just get some of the money out of the drawer. I'd walk in their room and say, "What do you want for all this?"
Buy 'em out.
I'd bring it all back to my room and sell it.
I wondered why that.
We're not charging a quarter.
I wondered why that one English teacher was walking with a limp all last year.
Yeah.
I just realized he's going to open up his own store here in a minute.
Seriously.
That's so funny.
We got to go. Everybody, thanks for what we're going to do this again next week, guys.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Anybody
He's
else?
from Nashville, though.
Anybody
Yeah,
else
I'm
want to
from
go
Nashville.
in on some candy and open a shop right outside of South Range?
Sounds like a
Coach, we'll see you later.
See you guys.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick. Hold on, we're gonna kick Munson out. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's the Lions Den. That's a good one. We will be back. I'm gonna go live tomorrow during your
The weenie race
your
tomorrow
weenie
at the
race.
fair.
The
Should
fair.
be fun.
He's defending Wiener Dog's going to be there tomorrow. So
Yep.
we'll be doing that. We'll see you guys all next week for the Lions Den and shows. So
See ya.
bye, everybody. Should I end with the music again, the video?
I haven't seen it, so I want to see it. Go
You
ahead.
didn't watch it?
No, I didn't see it.
That's
I wasn't
pretty-
here.
that's pretty dope.
Okay, here we go.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is the tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. We're gonna fill our house with happiness. The moon may cry, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. It's the bigger love of the family.
Not even